What was before the boxing?
So before the boxing, there wasn't much really, because I would have been like 8, 9 years old. Just kind of very bored. Just had a Nigerian father who was adamant on me becoming a doctor or something, so I had to try to find a way to get out of the house. Boxing was the one.
And is this guy now going all
Boxing
the way?
didn't even come into it at first, but then it did. We want to start from the beginning, but I'm only 21. I always had an idea that I was going to be a boxer. I remember watching I used to love watching Floyd Mayweather's lifestyle videos, and I was just like, this is the kind of life that I want. And it was more the kind of the respect, the lifestyle, the accolades you get of being a boxer. And then I remember when I actually I went to spar Lawrence Okoli when I was 14, 15 years old.
I'm in training camp for a world title, yeah? See this boy here, he's 15. And his brother is gonna be 20. Happy birthday, Carol. They are the most freakish boys I've ever, well done. Watch out, watch out. Those first 4 rounds are the hardest rounds I've ever done in the sport, to be fair.
And everybody had Rolex watches, everybody had big cars, Range Rover this, Range Rover that. And I was just this is pretty sick. I was like, this is what I want to do. And then even it was last year when Anthony Joshua was still training at this gym. I remember I turned up to sparring one time, and obviously he was sparring, and I remember I saw Rolls Royces outside, blacked out Vogues and XYZ, and I was just like, yeah, this is my sort of business. I only kind of really refer Slovakia as home because that's where I was born, but it's kind of hard to ignore that England has kind of shaped my personality. Obviously I don't like to tie myself down to one country. I'm a citizen of the world, as they say. Obviously I went back to Nigeria. I know, or I can see that I have a home there as well. So I would when I say back home, I just go back to the places, go back to my roots.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably say that I guess England kind of has shaped me, because if my mum hadn't have left Slovakia, I wouldn't be in the position I am now. So yeah, I wouldn't really class myself as anything, if I'll be honest. Obviously my dad, he lived in London for a little bit, but my mum didn't. My mum didn't know anything about England or whatnot. So she kind of blindly followed my dad over here, and yeah, she was like, you're gonna have more opportunities in England. And I remember for a long time I thought that to myself. I'm like, my mum's took us all from Slovakia to England for a better opportunity. It's I better fall through with this, so I can't stop.
Huh? What you say?
Surviving Moses. When I was going back to Slovakia, I was just more training with my brother. My cousins, they do Thai kickbox, and I was just boxing sparring them. So we'll go around, we'll spar everybody. My uncles, they're kind of known for a little bit of they can have a little bit of a tear up back in their home village. I mean, whose uncle don't? So yeah, we just put it all to the test. Everybody just put some gloves on. We always just spar. And that was the kind of way. And I remember sparring one of my uncles, and he was like, "You're better off working at McDonald's." It was just like, "Yeah, you're gonna make it in boxing," and XYZ. And then, yeah. Do you know, like the comparison of obviously me and Mike Tyson was obviously when I first turned professional, I tried to attempt to beat his record, which was the youngest heavyweight world champion. To be honest, if like first maybe 2-3 months in my professional career, I knew that that's not even in my hands. That's in the hands of the managers and promoters that are in charge of your career. So I kind of went for it anyway. I was like, you know what, let me try to steamroll everyone and try to force myself into that position. But obviously I was unable to do it. But yeah, even though I wasn't able to achieve that record, around that time I still managed to beat Dillian White in such a short period of time. As in like, was it like 2.5 years as a professional? I was only 20 years old, so me personally, I don't like the comparison, but it's not me that's making it, is it? So
yeah.
I just have to smile.
He says he wants to stop you.
So does everybody, innit? You know, I went to my dad's house the other day and one of his friends was there. He was like, he wants to fight you. I was like, Dad, everybody wants to fight me. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, innit?
But some people are giving him no chance. Your trajectory is doing this.
But you can't blame him though, innit? With the career that I've had, you can't blame people for thinking that I'm gonna able to knock him out in 1 or 2 rounds. I've got to work really hard for something that some people say so casually, but shut up and do your work, innit? My brother, he was in a classroom with 2 or 3 other boxers. 2 of them were actual national champions. One of them was a professional actually. And they were just talking about boxing. He wanted to get involved. And after he won his first national title, I was just like, he was like, oh, like Rico, that's my family name. It was like, why don't you do it as well? And I was like, yeah, why not? I'm not really doing too much. I mean, I'm 9 years old, so what could I be doing? So yeah, then never really looked back.
What were their reactions when you said, I'm going to try boxing? Even as a 9-year-old, I'm going to try boxing.
I don't think my mum really cared until she saw like me and my brother like sparring in the garden, and she was like, they're killing each other, like. And then I remember when we was going to Slovakia, we was going home and I was sparring my uncles, my cousins, everybody was literally just sparring, and like my grandma was losing it. She was like, who created such a stupid sport? It was like, you lot are literally killing each other and XYZ. But like, I guess I feel like I need it. Yeah, my mum wasn't too fussed until she actually saw me sparring. I remember my dad come watch me spar one time and he was like, I don't feel comfortable. But yeah, ultimately like it was a career path that I chose, and I guess I don't know if they're proud of me or not, but yeah. How big is this fight? Every fight's big, especially your next one, because the thing is with my career, it's like Usyk can afford to lose a fight. Tyson Fury could afford to lose a fight. Everybody can afford to lose a fight because they've already proved it. For example, who would have thought that Fabio is where he is now?
It's a fair comment.
So even if he lost his fight, people are still going to tune in, people are still going to watch him. Whereas like, if I lose to Jermaine Franklin, it's like, it's going to be a long road trying to rebuild. I'm Moses Itauma, and if you didn't know, now you do.